Which C++ debugger should you use? GDB or LLDB? Imagine trying to find a tiny bug in a complex program. You need the right tools to make your job easier and faster. That's where choosing between GDB and LLDB comes into play. Both are powerful debuggers for C++ code, but they have different strengths depending on your setup. GDB, which stands for New Debugger, has been around for a long time. It works well on Linux and many Unix-like systems. If you are working on a Linux machine or using a lot of legacy code, GDB is a solid choice. It supports many hardware architectures and has a large community behind it. This means lots of tutorials, documentation, and help are available. But GDB can sometimes feel a bit old-fashioned. Its interface isn't as modern, and it might take a little more effort to learn. Still, it's reliable and very capable. LLDB, which is part of the LLVM project, is newer and designed with modern programming in mind. It works seamlessly with Clang, the popular C++ compiler, and is the default debugger on macOS and iOS. If you develop on Apple systems or use the latest C++ features, LLDB is often the better choice. It is faster and more responsive during debugging sessions. LLDB also offers a more modern interface and has a powerful Python API to extend its features easily. However, LLDB's platform support isn't as broad as GDB's. It works great on macOS and Linux but may have some limitations on other systems. When it comes to debugging modern C++ code, LLDB tends to handle new language features better. It also integrates well with development environments like Xcode and Visual Studio Code. If you want to automate or customize your debugging process, LLDB's Python API makes that easier. On the other hand, GDB's command line interface is very mature and widely used, so learning it can deepen your understanding of debugging concepts. If you are working mainly on Linux and need a debugger with extensive support for different architectures, GDB is a dependable choice. It's been tested over many years and handles complex, legacy, or cross-platform projects well. But if you're on a Mac or iOS device, or you want a faster, more modern debugging experience, LLDB is often the way to go. It's built for the latest C++ standards and offers better performance in many cases. Both debuggers are command line tools, so if you learn one, it's easier to pick up the other later. They also have graphical frontends and are integrated into popular IDEs, which can make debugging more user-friendly. If you want to extend your debugger's capabilities, LLDB's Python API is more advanced and easier to work with. In the end, choosing between GDB and LLDB depends on your platform, your project's needs, and your personal preferences. GDB is great for broad compatibility and legacy code, while LLDB shines with modern C++ and Apple systems. Mastering either will help you find bugs faster and fix them more effectively.